Please sit down. Good afternoon, students, faculty, families, and friends. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome you to attend this 2025 convocation ceremony for the Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences at the University of Georgia College of Pharmacy. I think this is my second class since I joined here in 2023. I saw a few familiar faces who are sitting there and are graduating. So today, we come together to celebrate the remarkable achievement of 28 students who have demonstrated not only academic advances, but also steadfast determination, dedication, and unwavering commitment to advancing health and sciences. The event marks a significant milestone in the journey of these students. Now, you are graduates who have navigated rigorous coursework, engaged in research and laboratory work for discovery, and contribute meaningfully to our academic community. Each of them stand here today as a good story to the strength of the scientific interest, the drive to overcome challenges, and the promise of future impact in the pharmaceutical sciences and beyond. Now, I will introduce all our faculty who have been engaged into our undergraduate education. I welcome all our faculty stand up and turn around to face our students and family. Let's give a round of applause to appreciate. Now, I want to let all 28 graduates stand up and accept another round of applause for us to congratulate. We are very proud of you for the hard work and the success you achieved today. Please sit down. And finally, I want to appreciate our family, friends, for your encouragement, for your support, for your tireless commitment to our students. And without your support, we cannot have so many successful students to achieve a new journey in their future. Thank you, all of you. Now I want to let Dr. Singh Rekhi to come to stage and introduce our keynote speaker today.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pravinder Singh Rekhi. It's my distinct privilege to serve as the director for the BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences program here at the College of Pharmacy. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Carrie Franson, from the Alfred E. Mann School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences at the University of Southern California, Los Angeles. Dr. Franson joined USC Man in 2020, where she serves as the Senior Associate Dean for Academic and Student Affairs and a Professor of Clinical Pharmacy. Dr. Franson received her Doctor of Pharmacy from the University of California, San Francisco, and received her PhD in medical education from Leiden University in the Netherlands. With over 25 years of experience as an educator, Dr. Franson has focused her career on two main areas: health professions, education, and psychopharmacology. She is a US board-certified psychiatry pharmacist and Dutch-certified clinical pharmacologist. Her clinical work includes caring for the geriatric psychiatric patients, as well as leading a wide range of clinical studies from early phase clinical pharmacology to post-marketing clinical efficacy studies. She is recognized as a global leader in curriculum development and assessment, and especially known for her innovations in technology, enhanced learning, interprofessional practice, education, and advocacy. Most recently, she has taken a keen interest in the emerging roles of sports pharmacy and prescription digital therapeutics. At this time, it is my honor and privilege to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Carrie Franson, to share a few words with our guests, faculty, and graduating class. Please join me in giving a warm round of applause for Dr. Franson.
Thank you, Dr. Riki. Wow, congratulations, graduates. You've reached an exceptional milestone in your lives and your careers. You've earned your degree in pharmaceutical sciences. Just let that sink in for a moment. And actually, while we're at it, give yourself a round of applause. Now, there's a reason to celebrate this. I have been working in pharmacy for the past 34 years. And the one thing I've learned in those 3+ decades is that everyone wants to know the stuff that you have just learned, okay? You are one of the most sought after professionals on the planet for your knowledge and your experience. Honestly, just yesterday, I was on a plane to be here today. The person next to me inevitably asked, what are you doing, where are you going? And I said I was coming here. So what happened? I was immediately peppered with questions about their medications. Oh, tell me, is this right? Is this going well? And I recognize, though, as when we say pharmacy, that many people think of the role of the pharmacist. But this pharmacy expertise goes beyond making sure a patient has the right medication. As a newly minted pharmacy graduate, I ask you to imagine using your expertise for a variety of opportunities. You can help our older patient population. On average, they're taking more than 5 medications. How can you streamline that? How can you make sure that they're safe? Or how about our most vulnerable populations, such as those that are suffering from mental health disorders? How can you help them attain the best therapy? Or you can switch to an entirely different area and do clinical research in making sure that some of these new chemicals and compounds, that you know how they interact with the body, how can you help get those drugs into patients in clinical research? Or even go earlier. Why not be involved in drug development and be an investigator that actually puts a compound in a human being for the very first time? Or, alternatively, you can shift and think about how can you collaborate and work with other members of the healthcare profession to make sure that our patients receive the best care when they're interacting with health. Furthermore, I've seen opportunities where these interprofessional teams expand and actually work with local health departments as well as the police departments to evaluate patients that are suffering from elder abuse. And they wonder, gosh, is this something that could have been caused by a particular medication? You could be the person helping with that. You could be an expert witness for trials, or even go further and change law. Think about the roles of a healthcare provider and an expert with pharmacy knowledge can help our legislatures make good decisions about how patients can best access care. But there's other ways to bridge other areas of expertise. What about those with the creative skills? You could use these creative skills to teach others. Maybe be a medical illustrator and help other professions, patients understand how these medications work in the body. Or what about using computing skills? Why not use your computing skills to help patients get the type of care that we expect in hospital settings? And now using remote therapeutic monitoring can move that into the community setting. Whether it's using something that's in the home, or maybe just even this thing, right? The watch. How can we monitor drug therapy and determine if somebody's getting better? But there's even more computing needs out there. There's now drugs or devices, therapeutic interventions that rely on an app on a phone. How can you use these apps to help patients get better, right? So there's lots of opportunities to bridge not only your pharmacy expertise, but these other areas of expertise. Now, perhaps you've been a lifelong sports fan. From what I understand, you've got a pretty good football team, right? What can I hear? To go Dogs? All right. So you can bridge this idea of how do you enhance performance, but do it ethically, right? Avoid doping. And also help these athletes who are often injured and on a long road to recovery. How can you help them get better faster? This ideas of different things you can do don't just limit you to be here in the United States. This pharmacy expertise that you have, this understanding of compounds and how they interact with the body are valued the world over. Why not go to Europe and teach other medical students how drugs work? Or go to the Gulf region and understand and introduce being a primary care provider as a pharmacist for the first time in that entire region. When I first started my pharmacy journey, I could not imagine any of these things. As a matter of fact, my pharmacy journey started back in high school. I was a newly minted licensed driver, and I was so excited because I got a job delivering medications for the local pharmacy. And I thought this was perfect because it was allowing me to do what I thought was going to be my vocation in life, and that was to be an expert driver. I love driving. No kidding. I loved it. And here I was being paid to do it. So I thought that was going to be my future until one day I walked into the pharmacy. There was this big guy there. He must have been a football player. And he was crying. And the pharmacist walked up and offered to help and asked, what's going on? And it's like, oh my gosh, my kid is in pain. He's losing his hearing because of too much earwax. The pharmacist is like, okay, that's okay. We're gonna work the problem. I'm gonna show you kind of how you can solve this. And this man was so instantaneously appreciative of the knowledge, this pharmacy expertise that the pharmacist had given to him to help his child. And I really thought to myself, how consequential is this knowledge? that you can help somebody so easily in a moment. And then I knew that that's why I was going to follow pharmacy. So here's the thing. While I thought I was going to be out there helping patients as the geriatric patients or the psychiatric patients that Dr. Ake had mentioned, the reality is all those 10 other things I mentioned pharmacists can do, I did all of them. Right? I worked in Europe. I brought clinical pharmacy to the Gulf region. I worked in clinical research. I changed laws. I had no idea that was within my abilities until I recognized that people just wanted a piece of my pharmacy knowledge. But it almost didn't happen because back in 1997, I got a call from NASCAR. They said, hey, we're starting a new Craftsman truck series here in California. They wanted me to be a driver. Can I get a woo-hoo? I mean, that's awesome, right? So here it was, finally, my childhood dream to be a race car driver, except it was a truck, so that was a bit of an issue. But I thought long and hard about it, and I said no, because I was already well on my way on my journey through my pharmacy career, and I loved it. There was no way I could give it up. Every time I started a new adventure, I was learning something new. And, you know, for those of you who understand the neurosciences, you know that every time you learn something new, a little bit of dopamine is released in that reward center of your brain. So it's just like heroin. And I love learning. So I know I made the right choice. But I want you all to know that each and every one of you who are graduating have the capability to do anything you want with your expertise in pharmacy. And I really mean each and every one of you. I wasn't the best student. The reality is, I really like having fun, so, you know, I had fun. I'm never the smartest person in the room, but I do a pretty good job focusing on problems when I need to. And quite frankly, I still kind of suffer from imposter syndrome. But when I start to wonder why me, I have a quote that has been my driving force for several years. It's attributed to a 1970s American rocker named Jerry Garcia, who was part of a band. You may have heard of the Grateful Dead. They were actually the very first band to hold a benefit concert to try to save the Amazon rainforest. People thought they were crazy. And then a journalist asked Jerry, you know, why are you doing this? And his answer was, somebody has to do something. It's incredibly pathetic. It has to be us. And quite frankly, I feel that way in most things that I'm tackling. It's like, how am I the person that's most qualified to be doing this? So in closing, my advice to you comes from this quote. If something needs to be done, do it. Nobody's going to do it for you. And the other smarter people that are around you, they're focused on something else. So just do it and strive to continue to work the problem. Believe it or not, this level of engagement is incredibly rewarding and it's super fun. Students often ask me about work-life balance. And I say, I love my life. And the people who are in my life tell me, I'm one of the happiest pharmacists they know. So my advice to you is embrace it. It's going to be a great ride. And congratulations on what you've achieved today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Franson, for your kind remarks and sharing your inspiring story. We are grateful that you made the trip to Georgia to join us in celebrating the convocation ceremony for the class of 2025 BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Dr. Franson, on behalf of the College of Pharmacy, we would like to present you with a plaque in recognition of your service and thank you for serving our keynote speaker for this year's convocation. At this time, it's my great honor to invite Ms. Niharika Marupude, valedictorian for the class of 2025, to share a few words on behalf of her graduating class. Let's welcome her.
Good afternoon to our esteemed faculty, students, friends, and family of the College of Pharmacy. My name is Niharika Marapudi, and it is an incredible honor to stand before you all today as a valedictorian of the BSPS class of 2025. Today is a very bittersweet moment for me. We are gathered here to celebrate our hard work that has brought us through this amazing Pharmaceutical Sciences program, but we also stand at the threshold of the uncertain as we prepare to part ways and set off on our individual journeys. We arrived here by different paths, some of us certain of this program before we even stepped on UGA's campus, others who found our way here through change and discovery. Regardless of how we got here, these past 4 years have turned us not only into functioning adults, but into curious, passionate, and capable scientists, eager to make a difference in the world of healthcare. We start out as wide-eyed freshmen, stumbling around campus trying to figure out the fastest way from MLC to SciLab. Personally, it took me almost the entire first year to navigate the bus system, only to come back after the summer and find out that they changed up the entire system, and I was back to square one. So, sophomore year is when things begin to click, and we feel like we belong here. We go from navigating campus to the dreaded reaction mechanisms of organic chemistry. Halfway through our college experience, and things start to get serious, our paths begin to diverge, and we're faced with life-defining questions. Should we pursue research, industry, graduate school, something entirely different? Junior year is the year of navigating these big decisions. And of course, it's the year that our journey in the BSPS program truly begins. The classes we have taken have given us a rare perspective of healthcare, one that spans the full bench-to-bedside journey of medicine. As pharmaceutical scientists, we've traced the lifespan of a drug through clinical trials, through manufacturing, all the way back to its conceptual origin. We have worked under inspiring professors, conducted meaningful research, and most importantly, learned the value of collaboration. I'm so grateful for how close our class has become, whether it's a genuine friendship or just trauma bonding and all those hours of lab together. Now, as seniors, we navigate our futures and all of the possibilities that this program has provided for us. Some may know exactly where we'll be another 4 years from now. Others may still be exploring, trying different directions until we find the one that feels right. It's important for us to remember that every path offered to us is an opportunity for growth and discovery. Embrace the uncertainty. Know that nothing in life is absolutely guaranteed, and that everything that happens will happen for a reason. You are meant to be part of this extraordinary BSPS program, and you are meant for extraordinary things in the future. The road ahead may be intimidating, but let us open ourselves up to risk and to challenge, treating every moment as a learning experience. Our paths may be diverging, but the lessons and the values we've gained here in the College of Pharmacy will stay with us forever, guiding us to success. I would like to take a moment to thank the people who've been so influential on my journey so far. Thank you to my family, who's always supported me and has never let me question my own worth and capabilities. Thank you to my friends who remind me to stay in the moment and to enjoy life to its fullest. And finally, thank you to everyone in the College of Pharmacy who's contributed to this program, educating the pharmaceutical scientists of tomorrow. Congratulations again to the class of 2025. We did it.
let's give a round of applause to Neha. Friends, beginning last year, the College of Pharmacy began recognizing outstanding BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences student achievements in 4 key areas: academic excellence, service, leadership, and research. Students were selected for these awards, were nominated by the College of Pharmacy faculty. Students, as I call your name, please come to the podium and receive your plaque from Dr. Warren Beach. The first award is valedictorian, and to take that award for this year is Niharika Marupur. Academic Excellence Award. This award honors a graduating student's hard work, determination, and commitment to academic excellence. There are 3 recipients this year for the 2025 Academic Excellence Award. The first recipient is Aubrey Gurey. The second recipient is Anusha Kotaria. And the third recipient this year is Jasmine White. Let's give a round of applause for all of our. The second award is Excellence in Service Award, recognizing a graduating student who has demonstrated exceptional performance, achievements, or contributions to an organization, community, or the College of Pharmacy. The recipient of the 2025 Excellence in Service Award is Joshua Robinson. The third award is Excellence in Leadership Award, recognizes a graduating student who has demonstrated outstanding student leadership among their peers. The recipient of the 2025 Excellence in Leadership Award is Logan Griffin. The final award is Excellence in Research, recognizes a graduating student who has demonstrated exceptional achievements in research with the potential to make a significant contribution to the field of study. This year's recipient is Abby Young. Let's give a very warm round of applause for all of our. Thank you, Dr. Beach, for your help in giving these plaques. Respected Dean Smith, Dr. Franson, Dr. Chi, Dr. Bartlett, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and loved ones. Friends and family joining via Zoom, good afternoon. Let me begin by thanking the good Lord for blessing us with this wonderful day. A day to celebrate in person one of the most memorable milestones in the lives of our graduates. To the parents and family here today, congratulations. I want to thank each one of you for being a proud mentor, supporter for your loved ones. Your encouragement has helped them to reach this goal. Let's take a moment to give a round of applause to all parents and loved ones who stood by our graduates every step of the way. To our graduates, you have made us incredibly proud. Today marks the completion of the Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences, a rigorous degree and rewarding program. Many of you are graduating with honors, and several of you have completed one or more minors, ranging from biology to art and art history, biomedical physiology, and Russian language. A true testament of what your intellectual curiosity and drive. I also want to thank and recognize 6 students from our BS PharmD pathway. This is the second cohort of our students who have completed the requirement for our BS program and now will advance in their 3rd year of the Doctor of Pharmacy program this coming fall. Congratulations to each of you on this important transition. Throughout your time here, you have consistently demonstrated academic excellence, made the Dean's List, earned competitive scholarships, and contributed meaningfully to volunteer organizations, student clubs, and professional fraternities and sororities. All of this remarkably was achieved during one of the most challenging times in recent history, COVID-19 pandemic. You showed your resilience, adaptability, and compassion in the face of uncertainty. It's now my privilege and honor to recognize 2 outstanding students. First, Ms. Niharika Marupudi, our valedictorian, who will be graduating with an incredible GPA of 3.99. Congratulations, Niharika. And also we proudly recognize Mr. Joshua Robinson, who was awarded the Presidential Award of Excellence in April by President Jerry Moorhead. A remarkable achievement. Please give a round of applause. As you begin this new phase of your new journey, congratulations, some of you will be entering graduate school or professional schools, and the rest stepping into a career in healthcare. Strive for the best, do not settle for the less. Your hard work and good ethics will make you go wherever you want. Please pay forward and help each other in need. Do not be a stranger. Stay connected with your fellow classmates. Remember, if you need advice, doors are always open at the College of Pharmacy. Please do not hesitate to contact us. Go Dogs! Now it's my honor and privilege to begin the presentation of the certificates to our graduates. Graduates, I will be calling your names in alphabetical order. As I call your name, please begin walking towards the stage. To receive the certificate from Dr. Chi and congratulations from Dean Smith. Please pause for a photo in between Dr. Chi and Dean Smith and then return to your seat. Parents, we have prepared slides for your son and daughter highlighting their accomplishments. Please hold on your applause until the end. Let's begin with the first graduate, Hazel Pai, summa cum laude, hometown Peachtree City, Georgia. Hazel is a BS PharmD double dog student. She's going to continue with a BS PharmD pathway beginning third year in fall of this year. Her research project was in increased Narcan access to minimize opioid epidemic in rural Georgia with Dr. Henry Young. Aubrey Bray, summa cum laude, from Flowery Branch, Georgia. Aubrey plans to work in pharmaceutical industry. She worked on a research project with Dr. Bartlett, analysis of carboplatin and cisplatin LCMS method. Jackson Britt, hometown Suwanee, Georgia. Jackson has a minor in biology and he is one of our double dog students. He's going to continue for his master's degree beginning summer of this year. Jackson's research project is comparative analysis of user-reported side effects of modafinil from Reddit and FDA's database of adverse events with Dr. Bartlett. Obrina Brown. Obrina Brown is our BS PharmD double dog student. Her hometown is Woodbine, Georgia, and she also has completed a minor in business. She plans to continue her BS PharmD pathway beginning in fall. Emma Bowie, hometown Gainesville, Georgia. Emma plans to go to pharmacy school here at UGA beginning fall of this year. Her research project was with Dr. Che, VAPI-1 as the modulator of BRCA1 in triple negative breast cancer. Destiny Cameron, cum laude, hometown Beaufort, Georgia. Destiny plans to do PhD in molecular pharmacology and drug discovery at the University of Nottingham in the UK. At the College of Pharmacy, she worked on a research project with Dr. Vidit Masawi, assessing drug formulation stability for flubenazole using HPLC. Julie Ga, hometown Lawrenceville, Georgia. A minor in biology, plans to pursue medical school after her graduation. Julie worked with Dr. Jason Zastry on a research project with Hep G2 cancer treatment. Mallory Chandler, cum laude, hometown Dakula, Georgia. She is graduating with a minor in biology. She plans to pursue medical school. She worked on 2 research projects with Dr. Brian Seagraves, one evaluating potential connection between Hep C and A1C, and the second one on neuropathic pain changes among diabetic patients. Maya Cornish, magna cum laude, honors program, hometown Athens, Georgia. She is going to graduate with a biology major and Russian language. She plans to attend the University of Southern California, Alfred E. Mann School of Pharmacy, where our keynote speaker is from. Her research project involved analysis of liver illness symptoms in uninsured patients and investigation of neuropathic pain among diabetic patients with Dr. Brian C. Davis. Elizabeth Eichelbaum, hometown Savannah, Georgia. Elizabeth plans to go to pharmacy school at the University of Florida in Gainesville. She worked on a research project with Dr. George Zhang, expressing and purifying ACS1 proteins. Miranda Fortunato, hometown Wauconda, Illinois. She is going to graduate with a biology major and biomedical physiology minor as well. She plans to pursue medical school. Her research project with Dr. Grimsey was regulation of HCV core protein and MAPK P38 expression using intracellular antibodies. Logan Griffin, summa cum laude, honors program, hometown Lawrenceville, Georgia. Logan graduates with a minor in biology. He is one of our BS/MS double dog students, plans to complete the master's program starting this summer. Logan would like to pursue medical school after he finishes his master's program. Logan did a research project with Dr. Jason Zastry on Alzheimer's disease pathology and neuroinflammation in microglia. Aya Salma Adab, magna cum laude. Aya is from Lawrenceville, Georgia. She is one of our BS PharmD double dog students. She plans to continue with her BS PharmD pathway. She had been on Dean's List, Zell Miller Scholarship, Max and Molly Blank scholarships as well. Roman Ordonsky from Suwanee, Georgia, is going to graduate with a minor in biology and plans to pursue a master's degree. Roman worked with Dr. Bartlett on the cisplatin and carboplatin chemotherapeutics drugs with the LCMS purity analysis and method development. Anusha Kotadia, summa cum laude, hometown Tucker, Georgia. Anusha will graduate with a minor in biology and plans to pursue dental school. Her research project with Pujun Kai was on exploring the subcellular localization of CRISPR Cas9 through 293 T-cell based studies. Stanley Liu from Marietta, Georgia. Stanley is going to graduate with a minor in biology, plans to pursue a job in QC, quality control, or regulatory affairs. Stanley worked with Dr. Mei Zhang on a research project on drug repurposing, combating pancreatic cancer. Maggie McMillan, hometown Macon, Georgia. Maggie is also in our BS PharmD Double Dogs program and plans to continue with her PharmD degree beginning this fall. She has received several honors, Dean's List, Rokai Honor Society, and Southeastern Society of Health System Pharmacist Scholarship. Niharika Marupudi, valedictorian, summa cum laude. Hometown, Milton, Georgia. Neha is going to graduate with her minor in biology and plans to attend medical school. Neha worked with Dr. Mei Zhang on a research project involving genetic targets and applications of ion chelators for neurodegeneration with brain ion accumulation. Michelle Ramirez, magna cum laude. Hometown, Sugar Hill, Georgia. Michelle is going to graduate with a minor in biology and plans to pursue graduate school. She worked with Dr. Yangwan Chi and Bin Yi on a calcium nanoparticles enhancement anti-tumor activity against human breast cancer. Joshua Robinson, summa cum laude, honors program, hometown, Bainbridge, Georgia. Joshua graduates with a minor in biology. He is one of our BS Double Dog students. Plans to continue with his master's degree. Joshua worked with Dr. Michael Bartlett on cisplatin, carboplatin, LCMS method development and purity analysis. Audrey Rogers, cum laude, hometown, Dallas, Georgia. Audrey graduates with a minor in biology, and she is also one of our BS Double Dog students. Plans to finish her master's degree next year. She is also one of Dr. Bartlett's students working on cisplatin and carboplatin LCMS method. Arjun Sandhu, honors program, hometown, Duluth, Georgia. Arjun graduates with a minor in biology and plans to pursue medical school. Arjun did 2 research projects with Dr. Brian Seagraves and Dr. Melanie Grover, construction of an autocorrelator for ultra-fast laser spectroscopy and improvement of Hep C symptoms in patients and investigation of neuropathic pain changes in diabetic patients. Ethan Smith, hometown, Batavia, Illinois. Ethan graduates with a minor in biology and plans to pursue a career in pharmaceutical industry. Ethan was a pharmaceutical sciences intern with Cairo Pharm Therapeutics, learning about GMP quality and quality control. Isabella Voigt, hometown Warner Robins, Georgia. Graduates with a minor in biology and plans to pursue PharmD degree. She also worked with Dr. Brian Seagraves on the investigation of neuropathic pain changes among diabetic patients taking alpha-lipoic acid. Jasmine White, summa cum laude, hometown Warner Robins, Georgia. Graduates with a minor in biology and also plans to pursue her PharmD degree. Jasmine worked with Dr. George Zhang on SIRT1 and SIRT2 expression and purification, and also worked with Dr. Brian Seagraves with the investigation of neuropathic pain changes among diabetic patients.
I know.
Last but not the least, magna cum laude Abby Young from Ringgold, Georgia. She also is one of our BS/MS double dog students, graduates with a minor in biology. Plans to continue with her master's degree and then apply to optometry school. Her research project with Dr. Neil Grimsey was on characterizing retinal protection in TAB1 knock-in mice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the class of 2025. Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences, class of 2025. Before we conclude, I want to thank Ms. Leslie Steinbridge, Pharmaceutical Sciences Advisor for the graduating class. The entire Student Affairs Department, led by Dr. Doug Doe, for their support in making this class and helping our students in the well-being, advising, and making everything possible for them to get to the graduation at the end. Special thanks goes to all of our advisors, Eric, Dr. Danielle White-Havery, David Evans, Cicely, Gloria, and many others who really help in the well-being of our students. Special thanks to Mickey Montevideo for all her staff to help us take these memorable events possible. And finally, a big thank you to all the faculty from the College of Pharmacy and across the campus for teaching and sharing their knowledge and skills to our students to prepare our graduates for the next phase in their career progression. At this time, I would request Dean Smith, College of Pharmacy, to come to the podium and share her remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Recchi. So, how cool is this? Am I right? Graduates, is this cool? Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we think you're cool and we are certainly proud of you. I'm hoping everyone here today has been inspired, reminded of maybe the hard-fought journeys, the great accomplishments that have been along the way, and certainly a lot of hard work that went into all of your accomplishments and achievements here. In addition to those things that Dr. Recchi made, I'd like to emphasize a few points here, certainly for Dr. Franzen, for traveling across the country for us to benefit from here. I will say candidly, she's kind of a big deal. And so we are certainly grateful that she has come and shared her wisdom and shared with you really the multitude of opportunities that you can pursue, and as we've heard about today, in your careers moving forward. Neha, awesome job on that speech, as I told you already. You motivated us, you inspired us. I know your classmates can relate to so much of what you said there. And so I know certainly you and the rest of the crowd will continue to live out your dreams as you pursue those. Certainly want to congratulate those of you who also received awards. It's a great recognition for hard work and the dedication that you put in for that. And I have a feeling family and friends are pretty proud of you for that as well. So congratulations to you there. I too wish to thank our faculty, our program leaders, our department leaders, and our administrators for everything that they do with our degree program here and supporting it. In a College of Pharmacy, there are multiple degrees and multiple programs, but you represent that first pathway into the College of Pharmacy, so you are special because of that. And the faculty that teach you and lead you here make a great amount of dedicated effort to make this a great experience for you, so I thank them for all of this. Now class, you join a roster and a lineage of nearly 225 graduates, so that means again, it's pretty cool because you're part of a small circle. It takes a lot to survive this small circle, as you know, and so this says a lot about you and what you have done to achieve this. We saw that first cohort of graduates in the spring of 2015, and so here again, you are now in our 11th cohort, and we are so grateful to welcome you into the world of being an alumnus of the University of Georgia. I welcome you personally because I have 2 degrees from this college, so we've got stuff in common here, so again, I think you're extra special in that way. Our faculty certainly have prepared you for doing a number of things and to be successful in any journey that you pursue. Think about all the hours and experiences you've had in our classrooms, in those laboratories with all that equipment and all those processes, all the study sessions that you had, all the exams you went through, if you had internships and summer experiences, everything that you put in to your own careers. Leaning on the mentors we have here on our faculty, those who sometimes you may have to say, hey, I need a little nudge of encouragement, talking to our advisors and our staff to keep you going at times. Sometimes we feel like it takes a village to keep us all going, but that's important, and that's what brings us together. And so we are grateful that you have found this to be a community. I know you're going to be successful in the communities that you enter. For those of you that are going into pharmaceutical manufacturing, it's still one of the top growing sectors in the state of Georgia. So there are tons of opportunities there. And certainly all of those others who are pursuing or already in professional degree or healthcare or graduate programs. Again, you've already gotten a really leg up in that, as you have seen, because you have been through this program. We know we've prepared you well, and you're going to go on to do great things in those positions. After tonight, yes, you're going to be officially titled, once President Moorhead confers that degree upon you tonight, and a graduate of the University of Georgia. You started here, so don't forget us, as Dr. Ricky also reminded you, because again, we are just grateful to be part of your journey here. We know that if you start here, you can truly go anywhere, and so we ask you to lean into that and embrace it, because it is so very true. As Nahar reminded us, the person that you started out as a freshman or maybe as a transfer student into UGA, it's probably a little different from the person that you are today, and you have grown and experienced so many things in life, and so we encourage you to take advantage of that. Remember that this truly is a significant milestone in your journey, and you've got a lot of people around you here today that have clapped you up a lot. Isn't that right? Isn't this so neat? Really, could I bottle this applause and put it on a playlist whenever I need it? So we've got your own hype squad here, so embrace these opportunities. Now, what I think is also a cool thing and a privilege for me is tonight I get to introduce you at Sanford Stadium. Yes, this is going to be awesome. So I have a script that I will read, but I'm trying to coach you through and prepare for you to really seize this moment of opportunity. I will be introduced, and I will come forward, and I will say a bit about our program and the experiences that you've had and what you're prepared to do. And then I will introduce you and share with you and present you to President Moorhead, and I will ask the candidates, please rise. Okay, that's going to be your cue to literally rise. So let's practice now. Let's do this. Will the candidates please rise? Yes. Okay, you're doing great so far. All right, so here's the next coaching thing. You're gonna look around at the other colleges and schools, and some of them are gonna have hundreds of graduates. You know this to be true. Don't let that intimidate you. You should seize this opportunity and embrace it. So I encourage you not only stand and rise, but let them know that you were there. Can we practice? Let's do a little woo-hoo or something. Ready? Will the candidates please rise? Whoa! Yes, because we want them to find you in the crowd and say, those are the BSPS graduates. Look at them. Are they not awesome? Okay, you may be seated. But seriously, again, this is an important time to celebrate with your family and friends. We're grateful now for you to be part of our College of Pharmacy family on the graduate side of things. And we certainly encourage you to embrace every moment. You know we call ourselves farm dogs, so we hope you don't forget that moniker at some point when it comes in handy. But most importantly, go on and do proud things for us. We know that you will. And of course, go dogs. Now to pass the microphone to Dr. Michael Bartlett, who's our Associate Dean of Science Education, Research, and Technology for our final remarks.
So I too would like to add my congratulations to the graduating class. So I promise that I'm not going to make you guys validate a method again tonight, since I managed to traumatize most of you did that last year. But really, I'm excited for the futures that you guys have in front of you. If I think about myself many years ago when I was graduating with my undergraduate degree, to think that I could even be standing in front of you all these years later, those opportunities are there for you, and I'll be excited to see where the journey takes each one of you. There are many things that I've managed to do over the years that I couldn't have believed I could have done. Just sitting there getting my bachelor's degree those years ago. One of them would have been starting an academic program, like the BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences, which got its start at the Christmas party in 2009. And our previous dean decided that we needed to have an undergraduate program, and he cornered me and told me that I should do it. And I ignored that. I was like, that sounds like a lot of work. I don't know if I can do that. Then he cornered my wife and said, your husband really needs to do this, you got to get him to do this. And my wife later came to me and said, he's dead serious about you starting this program, you can't ignore him. And so that got our program started. I never would have believed that I would have had to plan a graduation until January of 2015, when the same dean said, hey, the class is graduating at the end of spring, you got a graduation plan? I said, no. I said, I had never thought about having to plan a graduation ceremony before you did. But again, here we are. So the good news is the 2015 class managed to graduate too and have a ceremony. And you guys will be fortunate. You've got a number of things that you'll be the last to do, right? You'll be the last class that graduates with a BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences, since we just changed the name of the program. And so from this point forward, it'll be known as Pharmaceutical and Biomedical Sciences. You'll also probably be the last class that actually is going to be in this room for a graduation, because next year's class is twice the size of this class. And there's not a chance we're graduating that many people in this room. So you guys have really helped us get to this point. The program itself is doing wonderfully, and a lot of that is because of your success and the fact that you've encouraged people to follow in your footsteps, and we're grateful for that. So again, thank you so much. All right, so last thing, I have some announcements that Nikki Montevideo said, or Nikki Young, sorry, said that I have to read or she'll kill me. So, in order to make sure that I survive the day, these announcements will be read. First one, following up on what Dean Smith just said. UGA commencement is tonight at 7:30, Sanford Stadium. Most of you know where the stadium is, but if you don't, it's in the middle. It's a big building in the middle of campus. You can't miss it. So, 7:30, be there. And immediately following this ceremony, we invite everybody to join us for a reception in the Kroger Learning Center. That's where we lined up. If you don't know where that is, just go that way. You can't miss it. So again, once you do that too, you're welcome to have your graduates take you guys on a tour. We've unlocked a lot of our teaching facilities so that they can show you the places and the things that we've been doing with your students over the last 4 years. So again, thank you all so much, and congratulations.
As we begin, please remain in your seats. Thank you.
Which is great.